So I grew up riding, and when I was 16, my horse Chessa and I entered an eventing competition together. Now, the cross country course element of eventing requires horse and rider to gallop through the countryside, jumping over large obstacles with ditches and banks and water. It's very intense. So, at the start signal, Chessa and I took off from the start box down a hill toward obstacle one. It was a 3-foot stack of logs, and on the other side, there was a hidden ditch. As we approached it, I felt Chessa hesitate. Okay. Her hindquarters started to swerve, her head jutted up, her ears kind of went floppy, and I could tell she was getting ready to refuse the jump. She was scared, and now I was scared, right? Now, Chessa and I are very different. Obviously, we're different species, right? Very different bodies, different brains, very different perspectives on this challenging uncertainty right ahead of us. I mean, literally, we have different viewpoints. So horses have eyes on the sides of their head, and they actually have a blind spot directly in front of them. Me, of course, my eyes are in the front of my head, like all human beings, and I could see the jump, and I knew about the ditch on the other side of the jump, right? So as we approached the obstacle in front of us, it looked different to both of us, and we also had different fears. I'm guessing Chessa was worried about what might be on the other side of that log pile. I was worried Chessa would slam on the brakes and I would go flying over her neck and break myself, right? Right then and there. So in that moment, amid the complexities and the unknowns of what we face directly in front of us, with our very, very different viewpoints, we needed to lean into our shared understanding, our connection, and our trust of one another. I squeezed my legs, I reached back and I touched her hindquarters to spur her on. And then I put both reins in my hand and I leaned forward and I said, "Come on, girl, we got this." And I can't describe to you all the exhilaration of feeling a 1,500-pound animal just decide to enter into that trusting relationship. We were both just deciding to trust one another. Y'all, she jumped at just the right moment with just the arc needed to clear that hidden ditch on the other side. It was one of the most beautiful and powerful moments of my life. All of us are navigating a course filled with obstacles right now in our world, okay? The world is changing and it's complexifying much faster than any of us can track. How can we as people cultivate, amidst all of this stuff that we're navigating, the same kind of trusting and connected understanding that Chessa and I had, so that we can become stronger together amidst our differences and clear the hurdles that we have ahead of us? That's the question I want to talk about today. Radical self-compassion, compassionate awareness, compassionate listening, and compassionate action.